table where we laughed and talked all day. So long ago, love was offered. The joy of being together made you want to stay. Take me back.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Life with Nana. I'm Nana, and I'm so glad you're here today. Today we're in the garden, and we're going to be picking some butter beans. As you can see, this is about a half a row, so we're going to get going. Papa asked if I needed my chair. I'm fine. See how easy this one shells? That's how he told me to. Yeah. There's a lot of butter beans out here. We've already canned several canners, so we're hoping to get at least one more. Hoping I'm not picking them too small. You kind of have to feel around and make sure they're filled out. So we're going to get these picked, and I'll bring you back when we get back up on the porch. All right, this is what we got off of the butter beans. So this probably won't make a whole cannon, but we'll can what we can. And now we're gonna get busy on the green beans. Oh my goodness, y'all, it is hot in Alabama. But this is the amount of green beans we got today. Now we're gonna tackle the okra. Okay, let's see if we got any okra. Found one. Papa's getting most of it. I love fresh, right out of the garden. Get a good snack. There's nothing like just being out here, getting everything picked and ready to go in, knowing you're gonna have stuff for the winter. If I would quit eating the okra. Well, there wasn't much okra out here today. I didn't eat it all. But there will be enough for me to blanch and put in the freezer and have some boiled okra this winter. I love boiled okra. Right. Whew, my hair is soaking wet, y'all. It's 82 degrees, but it feels like 91. 84% humidity. We live in North Alabama. It is hot in the garden. You get between those rows and you've got big tomatoes on one side and you've got green beans on the other, and you're kind of in the middle of that. It's hot. But this is the amount of green beans we got, so I'm gonna start snapping these, and Papa's gonna start shelling the butter beans. Now some of these, you see this one would not snap, so I'm just gonna shell it. And sometimes people call those shelly beans when you have them mixed together like that. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. What are y'all doing today? Put it in the comments what you're doing. And Papa and I were discussing a while ago that I think we're going to have to go and buy a freezer. Because I think I need one small little freezer just for all the tomatoes, zucchini, all the stuff I'm going to be freeze drying. And I think I want to get one that I can just fill up with meat. So we're probably going to buy a bigger one and just put all our meat in that one. And then we can use the smaller one we have in the garage for the freeze drying freezer. And then once I get everything freeze dried, if I find a good sale on something, we'll have a place to put stuff. And I'm going to start buying strawberries and bananas and that sort of thing, and start getting those ready to freeze dry this fall. I wish we had a place inside the house to put the freeze dryer, but we just don't. So, but that's okay. We also got up this morning and we went and walked our 2 laps around the neighborhood. It's about 1.5 miles. And today's the day I normally go to the gym, but yesterday I had to go have a shot put in this wrist because I was having some pain issues. Feeling better today, but I didn't think that it would be good to go work out like that anyway. So we're going to get these done, and then when I get ready to blanch them and get them ready for the freezer, I'll bring you back. Well, okay, so I did get 4 pints, and I went ahead and put them in the canner. I am going to go ahead and pressure can those of green beans. And I have this little bit of okra right here, and we're going to just blanch that and put it back in the freezer, or put it in the freezer. And yeah, so as you can tell, my face is red because it's hot outside. Yeah, these Alabama summers. My hair is all a mess. So I'm just waiting for this to come up to a boil. As soon as it does, I'm going to put it in there. When it turns that vibrant green, which is about a minute, I'm going to take it out. And I have some ice water here, and I'm going to put it in that. And then I'll take it out and put it back on this little towel and let it drain. And then we'll put it in the Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. So I'm really excited about the new freezer. As soon as we get all this done, we're going to run to Walmart and see about getting that. What I want to do is get all of the meat in the new freezer that we're going to buy, because I think we're going to buy a little bit bigger one. And then I'll have the one that I've been using for meat for freeze drying all the things I'm going to freeze dry this winter, fall and winter. I have a ton of tomatoes and zucchini and that sort of thing that I want to get freeze dried. And then we can, every week when we go to the grocery store, we can pick up a bag of strawberries or blueberries or whatever fruit we want, and we can put it over in there, and we'll have plenty of ingredients to put in the freeze dryer, and I think that's going to really be helpful for us. So I'm excited about that. Also, the one we bought for inside the house is not a frost free, and so we can move everything into the one that's already cold and pull that one out on the back porch and defrost it very quickly, and then bring it back in here. And then I'm going to use that one for, okay, what do I think I'm going to make for the next 2 weeks for meals? I'm not really good at, making a menu, but if I have a vague idea of what I would like to cook, that works for me. So when we can keep things like French fries and tater tots and that sort of thing in this freezer with the meat that we are going to be buying up to go in there. And then that way this winter will be set. We have really worked hard this summer to get our food shelf filled, and it is almost completely filled. So this is taking a little longer than I thought it would. All right. Y'all know Nana, I'm impatient. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. That water's really hot. I'm not a patient person, if y'all haven't realized that yet. So, now it's starting to boil a little bit. I love boiled okra, and the way I really like it is instead of boiling it, I like to put it in the air fryer, and that way the outside gets a little crunchy. And nobody else in the house likes it like that, so I can do 3 or 4 pieces in there for myself, and I really do like it that way. I don't put up a ton that way. Y'all like my new shirt? Yeah. Red Hill Creations here in the Moulton area. She's a friend of mine, and she has done all my aprons, and she did a couple of shirts for me. And so I really enjoy this one to like work in the garden, and that way I don't have an extra layer of an apron on. This water's trying to come back up to a boil since I put that okra in there. You can already tell it's turning that vibrant green. I love that. I don't want to overdo this. I don't want it to stay in this hot water too awful long. They do recommend that you blanch your vegetables, and that just stops those enzymes from making them degrade quicker. But most of what you see us put up is going to be for this year. I think we talked about this on a previous video, but I know that you're seeing a lot of repeat content. But right now, this is what we're doing. So it's Life with Nana, right? And it's my life, and it's what we're doing right now. So I hope you're enjoying the content anyway. And I hope you enjoy being a part of Nana's family. I just love y'all. All right, I think this is good enough. We're going to get this out and let it sit in this cold water for a few minutes. Just until it's not hot anymore. I'm just going to put this on this towel. Okay, I'll show you the green beans when they come out of the canner. Now I didn't pack those in there really, really tight because really didn't have, I really probably only had 3.5, pints, but I just decided to go ahead and do 4 and not pack them real tight. So they're going to shrink up and they're going to have that little bit at the bottom. That's fine with me. I don't mind that little extra juice. So when we come back, I'll show you that, and I'll show you how many butter beans we got this morning. Okay, so we got our green beans out of the canner, and they look fantastic. See how good they look? Now I knew there was going to be some shrinkage because I didn't have enough green beans to really pack them down. Thank you, Lord, when I heard one pop. Okay, so I'm going to empty the canner so we can start over again and do these butter beans. Now because we're doing a cold pack method, I want everything to be relatively cool. Don't these look pretty? Can't wait to get these on my shelf. I'm going to get our lid back on. I'm going to turn it to vent, and I'm going to lock it down. We are pressure canning. Okay, so I've got the butter beans in the canner, and I have the canner set up to can for 75 minutes. I'll bring you back when they're ready to come out of the canner. All right, y'all. It is later in the day, as you can tell, but we wound up with 4 beautiful pints of green beans, and we wound up with 5 beautiful pints of butter beans. Now I did have some dried butter beans, and I went ahead and canned what I had of those left, so that made up the difference in the amount that we had. But 9 more jars to go on our shelves. I am so excited. So I want you to know that Nana loves you. Nana is so, so proud of you, and you always have a friend here. I'll see you on the next one.